Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be reviewing the new trailer that's just come out, Alice Through the Looking Glass. This is a sequel to the 2010 box office sensation Alice in Wonderland. The film that people hated and loved, but it didn't really matter because they made $1 billion at the box office, so obviously they were going to make a sequel. Then this looks fantastic. It looks so good. I would say it's a vast improvement over the first one, but I'm going to talk about the trailer today. I'm just going to go through what I liked, and there wasn't really anything that I didn't like. I mean, the only thing I didn't like is that it ended. By the way, it is bonfire night in England tonight, so there will be a lot of noises outside, and just try to ignore them if you can. So let's talk about the trailer. The trailer starts off with the Disney castle ticking like as if it was a clock, and that was a really good effect. I like that quite a bit. I love when they do something like that in the Disney thing, like for Oz the Great and Powerful, they did the Disney castle as the Emerald City, and in Maleficent they did the castle as the castle in the actual film. Then we see Alice in her China dress, and she is wearing this because, if you remember from the first one, she goes off to China on a boat, so obviously 5 years later she's still there. And the dress is really good. I mean, the costumes in this film are fantastic, from the Mad Hatters to the Red Queens to Time, which I will be getting to in a moment. So Alan Rickman is voicing over, telling that Alice has been gone for too long and that she has to come back. And then we see a few shots, and then we see Alice going through the looking glass, and then she goes into this room, and then she falls through a door into Wonderland. So my guess is that she goes through the looking glass into a room which leads to the door to Wonderland. Then we hear the Cheshire Cat speaking over what I think is Cheshire Cat anyway. Doesn't really sound like him, so I don't know if they've recasted. And he's telling a really good rhyme, and then we get like a splash of ocean, and we see the Cheshire Cat's face, which I loved. Then we see a clock, which is appropriate because this film is centered around time and time travel, as we see younger versions of the Red Queen, the White Queen, and the Mad Hatter. I've said this before in a video. And we also get the actual character of Time. Then we see the White Queen, played by Anne Hathaway, and she is looking amazing. Then we see the villain of the movie, and that is the character Time, played by Sacha Baron Cohen, and he looks fantastic. I did see a picture of him before in like a photo leak type thing when they were doing the D23. I think that was a video that I was talking about. Yeah, I was talking about this movie about the D23, which I will link down below. Anyway, I saw him and I thought, yeah, he looks fine. But when you see him in the trailer, he looks so much better. His eyes are really make him, because in the photo that I saw, I didn't really get to see his eyes, but here it looks really like the electric blue. That's really good. And the back of his head is like a clock, like the inside of a clock type thing, and that was a really good effect. Everything looks beautiful in this film. It looks so bright and colourful. I'm really excited for this film. I know a lot of people didn't like the first one, but I do understand. I loved it, and I'm definitely gonna see this one. The tone is what's really setting it for me, because in the first one it was very dark and dingy tone, which I liked, but not really Alice in Wonderlandy. And this one, it looks much more colourful, more bright, more vibrant. I think that's what we need in this film. When Alice was in the chess table in the trailer, and the chess pieces were like coming to life, and the horse, that was a really good shot. I like that very much. There's a firework. There's another one. Almost all... Okay. I really picked the wrong night to do this video. Please try and ignore that. Anyway, almost all of the cast are returning to this franchise. Is great because I loved all the cast. I don't know if Stain's coming back, which I'm not really fussed about him, to be honest. Half of the people that's going to see this movie is because of Johnny Depp, Anne Hathaway, and Helena Bonham Carter. I don't think anyone's going to really come to see it for Mia Wasikowska. It's not really that big of a draw. She's more Johnny Depp. Like, I think we can all agree it's more Johnny Depp's film than Alice's film. And then we see the Red Queen greeting Alice, and two very weird guards standing behind her, made of vegetables of some sort. The characters haven't really changed that much, to be honest. I mean, Anne Hathaway's hair looks a little bit more flat, the Red Queen looks exactly the same, and the Mad Hatter looks the same as well. Mia looks a little bit more older, and half of them are CGI, like the Dormouse, the hare, the White Rabbit, and Tweedledum and Tweedledee. They're mostly CGI, so you know, they're not really going to change that much. And then the final scene is Time giving the Red Queen a very, very lovely gift of a man chopping the head off a king, and the Red Queen giving a very evil laugh. I really, really am so excited for this film. Have I mentioned that? And it really can't come soon enough. Hasn't really picked the best year to come, because 2016 is the most competitive year of films ever, in my opinion, of course. But I thought it was going to be this year, and that is totally not the case. Next year is going to be wild for movies, so I have to start saving up now. And if you didn't know, Tim Burton is not directing this movie, he is producing it, and the director is James Brolin, so let's hope he does a good job. But by the looks of this trailer, I think he might have done. So that's my review of Alice Through the Looking Glass trailer. What did you think of the trailer? Please let me know down below, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.